Indonesia. Yeah, we basically then went from Austin, arrested. It was like that celebrity again. It was like a celebrity we arrested in Austin, right?
It's one of those world traveling things that's connected to the drug trade. Yeah.
All right, so we got that.
She traveled the world and but secretly a scientist for that hallucinogenic drug that turns that the whole goal is to turn those drugs into reality, the hallucinogens into reality.
Yep, drugs that basically act as a wish spell.
Yeah. Don't worry. My brain's slowly remembering it as well.
Like when you're out for a month, you kind of forget some things.
Yeah. Especially we have 2 other campaigns, though. The only active campaigns is freaking Shindu's.
Yep.
But the other 40 campaigns also has been going for a month, so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so. It's been a month, but we're back.
Yep.
And as usual, the TV is blurring. The TV is blurring off with its Diamond Star's lure saying, "She is innocent, I tell you, innocent. We demand a retrial." And
I'm late.
Just in time.
Oh my god.
You
Happening?
literally came in just in time as once again Diamond Star's lawyer pretty much demands a release, and you notice more people are behind him. But hello?
Still here. Just putting stuff up right now.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, have we gotten any PowerPoint increases any PowerPoints or anything like that in recent times? I'm not sure if we've done that or not.
No, not yet.
Okay.
You'll probably level up this session because I've been very, very stingy lately.
And since it's been a long time since they did that, you're going to have to remind me on how leveling up works.
We get PowerPoints. Though he also has the option of increasing our power level as well. Increasing power level doesn't do as much as you might think. PowerPoints, though, you use those to buy stuff. It's a point-buy game.
Okay.
Bang!
Points, and I'll buy myself a BFG.
Boy.
So where are we again?
Once again, home base. Diamond Star's lawyer is trying to convince people to side with her, and a couple of people more people are actually going to her. And other than that, the person who's accused of murder might actually have a case now, since the SWAT team that arrested him, one of them himself has been arrested.
The rest on admin leave and other various things. The literal defense lawyer saying, "Hey, after I said I'd take the case, I was kidnapped."
Pretty much. Though the kidnappers have not been officially found yet. However, one thing did come through the city lockdown is that they found the chief police innocent, but he can't actually return to the chief for renewal, so it's just a beat cop again.
Well, he's in a position to do less damage, but we got to figure out what to do with him.
Yeah.
You do not know the spell they weave.
There we go. So, okay. Also, we've still got to try, because we got 2 of the 6 alchemists, I believe.
Yep. We were just discussing about the the alchemist the alchemist you have to arrest in Texas because they bounce around from city to city.
I believe
Yeah.
the capital, right?
Yeah, because we have like New York, Florida, Texas, California, and
Yep.
admittedly the one we got was on a range flight from Austin to Indonesia.
Yep. We also have, I think we've basically removed everyone's, pretty much everyone's people they care about from harm's way at this point. So they can't directly go after us, or even indirectly that well. I mean, they don't know who I am exactly, but yeah.
Oh, you got Shinju's, sorry. You got,
Let's see. So what options do we have on the table, guys? I think we should investigate how they're getting support. Is this just a traditional, propaganda campaign, or is there something magical going on behind it, or technological?
only one way to find out.
All right, and let's get the roll going.
I guess I'll do magic checks.
Yep, and I'll do my tech checks.
Do I get any boosts for being in my basically my lair?
5 points.
3 or 5.
5.
Would I get that as well, or no?
This place is magically built, but we do have a computer lab, so that might help.
In that case, at the very least, I'm looking at either a 39 or a 40.
Yeah.
Well, either way, they both pass.
Yeah, 31 in my case, and that was a pretty bad roll too.
Yeah, I know this. You found out that it's actually a combination of both. Someone is using the TV to hypnotize people.
Again? Grumble, 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 grumble. I'll pull out the old notes that we had from what
channel is it?
about a year ago.
What station is it coming from?
Well, here's the trick. You can't find the station. It's just scattered all over the place.
So basically, like, on some channels, like it'll be
they're embedding it in random transmissions at this point, I think. So they've subverted the infrastructure is what they've done.
Yeah.
First things first, just so none of our people get in trouble, can we try to make our place have like built-in filtering?
I thought you did that already for the first time.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah. So okay,
Yeah.
so our stuff's already okay. Our stuff is already filtered, so we're safe and sound if we consume media here.
I can go and take a look and see if any updates are needed.
I guess I'll check the room. I guess I'll check the wards. I guess make sure nothing's getting through.
With Cadence assisting me, I'll just check the code and see if like any updates need to be done to keep the filtration good.
Yep, and I'll check the magic part of it. 43 on the magic side.
So 31.
All right, 43. The words is fine. That sec, you don't know if the codes are still working or not.
I'm definitely going to want to get back to looking at that later. I'd say keep the televisions and radios down. I'm going to try and do like a deep dive into the code later tonight.
I'll give you a hand, even though I'm not super techie. I can at least try to help.
Yep.
In the meantime, let's try to track this back to the source, figure out where the subversion is occurring, and then,
I triangulate it.
You basically try to immunize, maybe make like, a hybrid techno magic vaccine, if that makes any sense. At this point, since we're dealing with both magic and technology. Because traditional antivirus ain't going to work in this case.
Yeah, Norton ain't going to be a patch help.
And also, if possible, we should get something that self-propagates that will just kind of exist within computer systems randomly.
So that create a worm, essentially?
No, a vaccine. Yep, so.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Writing this stuff down to what our plans are.
Yep, so. For now, we got to figure out where this is originating, so.
All right.
In other news, two former gangsters have been murdered on South Street today.
Anyone we know?
Nope. But just to let you know, someone's trying to kill pretty much criminals and ex-criminals.
Vigilante.
Of course.
Anti-hero vigilante. Any information on how they're killing them?
As brutally as humanly possible. As you see, if you've seen even Mortal Kombat movies, pretty much like that. With just a scrolled out message that says, "I'm back. Beware."
What language is it written in?
A common.
English, got it. Understood.
Good boy. Try and run the voice through like a voice recognition software.
No voice recognition. This is a literal handwritten.
Oh,
note.
sorry, I misinterpreted. I thought it was like a voice or something.
No.
Okay.
Just written.
Then rephrasing that. Handwriting analysis. Assuming something like that even exists.
It does, but it's much less accurate than people think. Technically speaking, I think even in courtroom proceedings, they don't use handwriting analysis for anything except in very extreme cases.
Yeah.
It's pretty imprecise. It's mainly used in like what was it? Not in courtroom, but it's used by appraisers for if somebody signed a baseball, stuff like that, to confirm if the signature on the baseball is genuine or not. And even then, it's not an exact science.
Plus, the thing is too low anyway, and two, it's pretty much written like. You know how 8-year-old were writing. How 8-year-old were writing crayon, something like that. Nothing precise, just I'm back and bounce. I'm in blood.
So basically, a step above like the clipped out newspaper clipping things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Well, time to check for fingerprints. Alright, kids, let's do forensics. Fingerprints, see if there's any skin flakes for DNA. 2931.
31.
Could I attempt to assist? Wait. Is this a tech check or a?
This is me just trying to looking for like fingerprints.
Could I use the science knowledge skill to kind of help out with that, since we also do have a laboratory on site?
Sure, why not?
I will basically, you get a +2, Kiri.
So that brings us to 33.
Yep. We're going CSI Medieval Edition.
Okay, because it's not exactly perfect, but you get a piece of a fingerprint, just not the full fingerprint.
I need to try and lift it.
Yep.
Using the proper techniques.
Yeah, man. A partial. I'll get some really high quality photos of it before we lift it as well. Mm-hmm. Then we'll have to somehow gain access to the criminal databases.
And those tend to not be on a closed server.
Actually, I think they're just on the dark part of the internet. The part that isn't, the part of net. Yeah, basically, it's on background infrastructure. We would just need to either hack into or obtain access. I theoretically could modify my base to get to have a advanced communications system, but that may take some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the police stations on lockdown. So even though you're one that's given the tip, they don't want to, release every criminal database right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And
Hello?
oh, nothing.
Yeah, it's just like all of a sudden it just got pure chop. Didn't know if I was losing connection or not.
Uh, uh, Drusilla, is she in your? Is she in your base or
Who?
Seawall? The SWAT team you arrested.
Wait. Did we contain them? Or did we turn them over to the cops? I can't remember. Kiri, do you remember?
I think we turned him over to the cops?
Wait, well, quick question. Is she a magical individual?
Yeah, that'd be the main thing. If it was non-magical, yeah, cops. Magical with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe she's magical.
Got it. Then we've got
She's
her in
with
one of we got her in one of the stronger holding cells. What were her powers again?
Such a pyromancer?
Yep, I just checked. Yep, Pyromancer.
Pyromancy. Nasty little thing. Fortunately, stone doesn't
Oh.
melt.
Pyromancer. Okay.
Yeah. Firebender, if you want to use
Yep.
Avatar terms.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I know.
Fireball could form
So,
a
using
little
the,
lava.
So using the magic mirror, because we don't use security cameras in this place, for good reason, just kind of peeking in on her cell. What is she trying to do right now? Since she's probably one of the first times she's ever been in an anti-magic field.
When she realized what happened, laughing. Like, oh, this is gonna be good. They'll never find him. She's just laughing right now.
Got it. So she's gone insane. Understood. Keeping her in the cell for now.
Yep.
Put sedatives in her food.
Yes.
Oh,
a crazy
boy.
person.
Just mild sedatives to take the edge off.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a full infirmary plus personnel. I'm sure one of my spirits of knowledge knows how to give somebody sedatives without killing them.
Yeah, I don't think we need to give her like some of Grandma's happy pills.
No, we also need to keep her somewhat cognizant.
Mm-hmm.
But dulling her senses is probably a good idea right now.
Yep.
Oh boy.
We're just basically like magpies. We just keep taking shit and storing it.
Yeah. The goddamn blood ravens at this point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because also I do have a vault full of very dangerous magic artifacts. Technically, most of the vast majority of them I did not collect myself. They're just there, and they've got big old "Do Not Touch" stickers on them. Yeah. Let's see.
All right, so you got the fingerprints.
Yep.
I guess you're gonna have to hack into the national fingerprint database then.
Yep.
I guess I'll give you a hand.
Yeah, because that's gonna be sky high.
And Cadence is also giving me a hand as well.
No.
No, I'm helping him, so he gets two.
Oh,
from
okay,
me.
never mind.
Oh, he's not doing the tech check.
No.
He's just assisting.
Yeah, I'm just assisting. Basically, I'm sitting down at one of the computers and going like, okay, so is that yours or is that your assistant's, Kiri?
That was me. I have Cadence assisting me, so I'm always getting like a +2 with her because of her.
Yep.
So I got the +2 with the computer. Did Seawall pass?
I got a +2, so
So that's
from you.
2, 4, 6, so 36.
Just enough to crack into the back door, but you only have like a few minutes before.
All right. Immediately uploading fingerprints. Even though it's a partial, it should at least give us some clue as to who it is. Beginning also transmitting information on the skin flakes to see about getting a DNA match.
DNA match takes time.
CSI, you made me think that stuff takes a few seconds.
No.
DNA analysis. I think the actual breaking down to get it's also not super accurate. It's only got an 80% accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better than nothing to rule people out somewhat, but
All right, let me see how
Okay.
fast it'll take you.
Okay. All right, so doing what I can. Like, I don't know how this is done, but I imagine my character probably knows how it's done. But he's going to do what he can to try and like analyze the fingerprints, like, compare it to previous prints, and doing what little he can with the DNA testing. At least, if only just to get a start on that.
Well, DNA test is going to take a while.
Yeah, that's going to be on the background. More something we can pick up later.
Yeah.
Or at least
The fingerprints you found, at least about 100 individuals have similar fingerprints, so it's going to take a while to stretch all those names.
Okay, 100.
Look,
I'm downloading it.
Download all the dossiers. We'll put them into the offline.
Downloading everything.
We'll then transfer them into our offline database server, and we'll start doing comparative analysis.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Downloading into Thumbstick. And once the download is done, transferring that Thumbstick to the dummy terminal,
AKA our closed database.
Yeah.
Where basically at this point it used to just have magic shit in there. Now it's got God knows what in there now.
I think it has the source code for Half-Life 3.
There's no magician in the world who can make that appear. I'm sorry. Chronomancer couldn't make it happen.
Or maybe Gabe is a chronomancer and we just don't know it yet.
Yeah, speaking of, when we get to the dummy terminal, we see like a very big simulacrum of Gabe Newell.
Yeah.
He sees us and then he just disappears into the wind.
Like, I know something you don't know, and then disappears into the wind.
Oh, also, Kiri, the people working the terminals their look has changed a little bit since my character is doing some updates to the look.
Huh, how they look now?
They reinforced mannequins made out of probably some sort of composite materials.
So kind of like
metal skeleton, then like either a carbon fiber or extremely strong polymer outer shell.
So kind of like the synths from Fallout?
Less creepy, but yes. And they're also wearing clothing. Specifically, they're wearing kind of a weird fusion material. Basically, you see a lot of elven patches and things like that, but they're like almost like World War II, like British uniforms. So basically, now you see a clear distinction between the guards, which are wearing like the helmet from World War II, and then like a heavy overcoat and carrying a bolt-action rifle.
A magical bolt-action rifle, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're magic in nature. And then you have these other ones that are wearing kind of military uniforms that like the typists would use, but they're operating the computers. They look kind of like analysts, like World War II analysts. So. And yes, there actually are typewriters that you can hear in this place.
Oh god, do we have 1,000 monkeys typing on 1,000 typewriters?
No. More like certain information. It's more like certain information is being transcribed into typewriter, stuff that's too dangerous to be put into the computer.
Mm-hmm. The kind of stuff that, if shit hits the fan, goes in the fire.
Pretty much. Forbidden Archive. Yeah. As I said, my character's kind of modernizing the castle a little bit.
At this rate, I'm expecting to soon see a freaking turning machine.
A Turing machine?
Yeah. You know, like the old school decoder from World War II.
Oh, you're talking about the Bletchley bomb, the first fully electric computer. Well, I kind of don't need that because I've got, IBM servers downstairs.
Now, you'd have that, but it would just is made to look like it.
No, it actually looks like a fairly modern room. It's just super high technology stuff. Either has to be low power or has to be in a shielded room. That makes any sense.
Like Faraday level shielding, or like
Faraday. There's a Faraday cage around the main server room.
Jimpan, you awake over there?
Okay.
Well, just make sure we never find a SCP-079 on that thing. You don't need a friggin' AI from an Alexic, whatever that old computer was called.
System Shock.
No,
Say again?
not Shodan.
Okay.
It was on an Exidy Sorcerer. It was like on a Exidy.
Oh,
Yeah.
old AI from SCP.
Yeah. On an Exidy Sorcerer microcomputer. Let's just make sure we don't somehow find that in this thing somehow.
Yeah. I'm just saying it. Just stylistically, it's kind of like an elven version of those uniforms.
Mhm.
Is what's kind of being worn. So
All right. Meanwhile, Power, your sensei calls you in. He looks at the TV and says, I saw that broadcast about that strange lawyer demanding someone to be freed. I don't know. Can you friends look into it? Something's off with him.
Okay.
Note that some of your fellow students are starting to get a little bit strange.
Stop watching the TV.
Trust me, I know that, but these junior students, I don't know. You have some part of mental protection here, right? As Jim Pan looks at the TV again, he found shocking all the fact that some courts decide to try to retrial the Diamond Star case. It seems that lawyers' efforts have paid off.
Mm.
But yeah, she's like, but yeah, he's like, something isn't right about that lawyer.
Yeah.
The fairy's on your shoulder asking, "What lawyer?"
Like, Diamond Star has a lawyer to try to get her out of jail. And now it seems like she's going to be retried.
Wouldn't that technically be double jeopardy?
no. They basically what has been done is a mistrial has been declared.
Yeah.
The thing is that there is no way they got a judge unless they did some serious magical voodoo, which they're probably looking out for. To just say that no, there is no reasonable jury that would find the defendant guilty. They'd have to they'd have to prove that the jury, in a sense, got it wrong, or that there was some outside factor. Out of curiosity, Ty, how long was her trial and how long was the deliberation?
The trial ended just before the game began, so 1 year.
So the trial went on for 1 year. How long did the jury deliberate for?
About a week.
That's reasonable. I'm assuming that most that year was delay tactics by the defense.
Yep.
Got it. So in actuality, probably about a month's worth of testimony and presentations and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, basically the jury deliberated for over a week. That's usually a pretty good sign that the jury did exhaust a lot of stuff and found her guilty. And I'm assuming not on all counts. A couple of counts didn't quite stick, but the important stuff did.
Yeah. Pretty much a major count of terrorism and stuff like that.
Got it. Okay, so so somehow they convinced a judge to declare a mistrial, which means this is starting all over again. For now, we need to make sure that she stays in jail, and also, if possible, get it so that she is in jail during the court proceedings and is there virtually, so that she can't just disappear on us. So, Carrie, are you a good lawyer?
I watched Matlock last night. I only got about half of it, but I think I got the gist.
I'm guessing I could technically use Elven Culture at a -5.
Yeah.
I'll handle the lawyer speak.
My level of lawyer is Lionel Hutz.
What expertises do you have, Kiri?
Let's see. Expertises are. This thing can move. Technology and. Oh, yeah. Persuasion is not there. I literally have like no points in persuasion somehow.
I actually have 10 total.
Basically, investigative work and technology. Those are my primary
Got it.
expertise.
Well,
And
expertise is actually a very specific sub-skill, sorry. So in my case, I have 3 expertises, which is Elven Culture, Magic, and Technology. Sorry, and Science. And I also have another ability called, what was it? Eidetic Memory, which allows me to roll any expertise skill that would normally use my intelligence.
Let's see. Would be under stats. So, basically for me, it's just science and technology, and that's my expertises.
Got it. Okay, then I guess we'll have to go talk to the prosecution. I'm assuming they're going to be using the same prosecutor
Yeah.
or same prosecutorial office, and I'm assuming it's federal
Yep.
due to the very, very massive victim base. I think she crossed state lines. Kira, do you think she crossed state lines?
Yeah.
Well, she is an international superstar, so she crossed more than state lines.
I'm guessing that there are attempts by the. Well, actually, did she cross into human rights violation territory / war crimes?
No, that would be the person that what they're called adopted.
Got it. So she's not facing the Hague quite yet.
No, Sarah adopted the war crime criminal.
Yeah.
But since he's a child, he pretty much got off scot-free.
Yeah. So, but moving right along, I guess we're gonna have to go to the AUSA's office.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that office, by the way? The federal prosecutorial office. I'm assuming there's the federal. It's one of the federal courthouses.
Yep. Let's put it at Washington D.C.
That's going to be a few hours. But hey, we don't have to worry about checking luggage because I can carry several tons.
Yep. I just grab my lawn chair, get a picnic basket, sit on a rock, bolt and tie it down.
Yep. I'll have the castle in the standard heightened security. We're not maximum security yet, but we're at heightened security. To try to distract the people from watching the TV, since we still haven't fixed the problem with it fully. Kiri, you got to dig into that.
Yeah. Also, a quick question: have any of you guys ever seen Venture Brothers?
Yep.
Why am I just picturing like the Monarch's hive just flying?
I don't know. I mean, you've got to tell me why I'm watching this on repeat.
Well,
why you don't? Well, you can't exactly do it quite yet.
even with Cadence's help in the supercomputer.
Nope.
I help out, but that's about it.
Still not enough.
That's where the any key is.
Okay, we're turning on parental controls on everything.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I guess, they can have access to the reruns / the stuff I've
Sanitized?
Stuff that's already been sanitized. I'm assuming that I have some media that's, downloaded that is safe. They can watch that. Fuck it. They can watch a documentary on Elven culture for
documentary and culture
it's longer than Lord of the Rings. by about
and
10
and
times.
the original Ghostbusters.
Shall I also offer my entire collection of the Ancient Aliens series?
Yes, they can watch that.
Okay, I legit don't know if that one's been sanitized or not, but it's Ancient Aliens.
Yeah. Well, also,
Okay,
again...
I'll be clear.
yeah.
Like, all classes have been sanitized.
Yeah, basically everything that is already downloaded. I'm talking about stuff that's been downloaded, that was downloaded pre this campaign,
Yeah.
is what he has in
Yep.
some of his data stores.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
what was once on basically an impromptu little server that he had in the corner is now in the database.
Ice Road Truckers. I think they might like this.
I think I also got the first several seasons of The Deadliest Catch.
Ooh, The Apprentice. Definitely got to keep that one.
Yep. Other than that, basically, I'm assuming we got enough media to keep them entertained. Otherwise, we can always just have some of the guard animated mannequins train these guys in how to fight against elven fighting styles.
Yep.
All right.
I will be hitting max difficulty setting to keep them busy. Elves are scary good with spears.
All right.
Yep.
So, fly over.
What was it, Kira? You were saying something about like the Monarchs thing flying. You
Yeah.
think about your head. Can you explain why the video I just linked in the game? Why I'm watching that on repeat?
Let's see. Let's take a gander at the video. Looks about right.
Oh boy.
For a Netflix original anime, it's okay.
What is it called?
The Great Pretender.
I think that's based on something.
The Great Well, I can tell you one thing that it reeks of. Did you ever watch the series Black Lagoon?
Yes. I've seen a few episodes. But
There's a good amount of the male and female leads in the male and female leads of this series. But it's not. But this one's hell of a lot more comedic and much less dark. But not by much.
Mm-hmm.
It gets dark.
Nice.
Oh.
But yeah, we've. I'm guessing we're flying to DC right now.
Yep. As you land, you actually see in question the lawyer. You actually see Diamond Star's lawyer in question. He looks like John Cochran confused with Don King.
Oh, we're going to get some Chewbacca defenses.
We'll keep our distance from him, but I'm going to do a little a passive magic scan of him.
I'm definitely going to do a recording just to see what kind of Chewbacca defense we can get from this. Learn from the master.
33 to kind of scan him with magic.
Something isn't quite right, but you can't find out what.
Damn, a 33 couldn't get it to me. Even with magic sense.
Yep. And I'm doubting much I can check with technology. Like, even looking in the different light spectrums, it's probably not going to get a whole lot. But, what the hell.
He's technology-wise, he's fine.
So just standard whatever race he is, just engaging in a Chewbacca defense.
Pretty much.
Let's go speak with the AUSA, and if possible, well, actually, I don't know if, again, I'm not a legal expert. I know a bit about the law here and there, IRL, but I don't know if we possibly could speak with the judge, with the AUSA in chambers.
I allow it, but as you approach the courthouse...
we want to first speak with the AUSA. Just talk with him a little bit, and then ask him what the best course of action would be to speak with the judge and give some recommendations for how to keep her contained.
All right, as you walk down the street, you actually see the courthouse. A bunch of people protesting on the courthouse. Ironically, some of them are women for some odd reason. Anyway, anyway, going to the ASU. Anyway, go to ASUA's off secretary. It's like, how may I help you?
We wish to speak to the AUSA about the court case, Diamond Star v. USA. Or USA v. Diamond Star, I believe would be how it would be properly put. Or whatever her legal name is, I should say.
Like, Diamond Star. Oh, Area of Vera. Oh, that's going to be a nasty, nasty case.
Yeah, she's already been convicted once. Somehow she is getting a retrial. We need to speak with the AUSA on the case as soon as possible. We are effectively the arresting officers and the people who initially contained her.
Go ahead. She opens the door to lead you in.
Yep. And I'm guessing pretty generic, middle-aged attorney, decent suit.
Yeah, somewhat panicking. Look at the quiz like, how's this a fucking mistrial?
What is his name?
Dr. Prosecutor Ed Smith.
Ed Smith?
Yeah.
Mr. Ed Smith, please calm down. We have our theories as to how she got it done. We've been tracking an unusual, let's go with energy that's being propagated through mass media that may be causing a hypnotic and subliminal effect. But for now, has a judge been assigned the case yet, or is it still in the early stages?
It's still in the early stages.
Are they ordering her release, or is she still in jail until the new judge has decided?
She's still in jail for now, but those protesters want her released now.
If you need, we can speak with the judge and confer how dangerous she is and that she needs to be contained in a special anti-magic cell. Otherwise, would require extreme security in the courthouse and wherever she's being held temporarily.
Which I doubt the taxpayer would want.
I would estimate you would need a mage of at least my caliber.
Sure. Let me stop one of the judges real quick.
Well, technically speaking, we would need to speak to the appeals judge in this case because he's the one who's made the decision. So.
All right. Got him on speakerphone. All right. What? This is Judge Seamus. What's your beef?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. This is good afternoon, Your Honor. This is GeoShock with DedSec and Pyre. We were the ones that originally captured Miss. What was her last name again?
Avera.
Miss Avera. We understand that you recently declared a mistrial.
I did? She looks at her face like, oh, I did. Yeah. I should note that the judge is very, very old.
Well, Your Honor, I just wanted to ask, are you considering releasing her, even under house arrest? Or are you ordering her to remain in jail until the trial goes through due to the danger she poses?
Oh no, that'll be a nightmare. Releasing her with that money she has should be off the planet by the trial begins. She'll have a moon base by the time everything started.
Understood. I completely understand, Your Honor. I only bring this up as general worries in all of this, and I would just like to say that if needed, if needed. I can provide a written. I can't remember what the term is. Basically, it's writing as a friend of the court is kind of how it translates. Normally, it's written by lawyers, but basically, as an expert witness, as well as an expert in magic, the importance of her containment at New Alcatraz.
But of course, it looks like this judge is little Disney, but it's not old person dizziness.
Your Honor, you don't sound well. If it's okay with you, I would like to go down to your chambers. I have some medical experience.
Sure, why not? Sure, okay.
Okay, just quickly looking over her. Just looking over her, like, does she seem like she's woozy, or maybe like how to phrase this? Like, I'm just thinking like Sam and Max, like where when someone's hypnotized, their eyes have swirls. It's obviously not going to be like that at all, but like, does she like seem like woozy? Like, I mean, we've probably seen hypnosis before.
I forgot the equivalent of a perception check, but
yeah, but like looking over that, like, does she look like she's got like some of the symptoms of like previous like hypnosis victims? Just gonna do a quick treatment check, or would that be a perception check for you?
I guess an awareness check will be the closest thing I could get.
Where is awareness?
Well, awareness is wouldn't it be a perception in that case?
Yeah.
Or
insight. Perception, yeah.
Or insight, I would say, actually, could also be
insight. Yeah. The strongest thing you have.
Nice. You got a solid insight there.
Yeah, it seems. Yeah, pretty much. You see some. You see that she might be hypnotized somewhat. It's just getting over it.
I'm going to do a magic check on her. $38.
She was definitely hypnotized before she called the ruling down.
I'm just gonna kind of is the judge currently sitting?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I'll be a little bit blunt. It looks like you have been affected by magic. It very likely had influence over you.
I have been?
Yes. Yep. We've seen this before. The group Diamond Star ran with had a few psychomancers among them. We thought we got rid of all of them, but I guess they found more or had more than we originally thought.
Well. The judge is trying to think about things for a couple of minutes, and just before she says, "Well, I'm going to drop the mistrial," then her head starts turning again, like, "I'm going to my head."
I'm going to try to use magic to basically break the enchantment on her. 28.
Not good enough.
I'm going to try a treatment check to try and at least help with her physical pain. What good that can do?
Just good enough for her to not suffer headaches anymore. Jeez, every time I try to look at the case, something strange is happening.
Yeah.
I think, Your Honor, what may be best is you may need to report to your superiors. Because I'm guessing this is just the first level of the appeals court.
Yeah.
That you may have been compromised. And that this decision needs to be reviewed by an even higher court. and we need to let that higher let that higher court know that additional anti-magic protections need to be implemented.
Yeah, dude, just damn it. She has a she has a question like can't get rid of this constant headache ever since I spoke with her attorney. Prosecutor, can you do that for me? I'll sign a letter saying that it's with my permission.
Okay, so
Okay, we'll inform him.
and I'll is there I would also like to speak with the head of security for the building. Since they tend to also have some, likely they're a marshal.
The secretary's like, the chief marshal is actually visiting today, so I could speak to him.
Good. I'll go speak with the marshal. And I'm going to ask. Hello, Marshal. I have some not so good news. People are getting to your judges.
Wait, what?
Just confirmed it a minute ago. The judge that just vacated the decision on Diamond Star, she was mentally manipulated with magic. You need to get some. The judge is going to be letting her superiors know, so they can review her decision, and then from there determine if it needs to be overruled or sustained. And but if they're going to do that, they need to make sure that there is no magical manipulation of them. You need to contact your magical, like the wing of the marshals that specialize in magical crimes.
Yeah, do just that.
And these are some pretty powerful psychomancers. Let them know that.
Yeah,
There
we're
are
going,
multiple.
yeah, we're going to spend unless it's friends or family, we're going to ban either lawyers from talking to the judges because something
Is effed up.
Well, speaking to the judges can be mitigated if you set up anti-magic ritual circles in the courtrooms and the judges' chambers. That should reduce the risk significantly, but that will take time.
Yeah.
For now, I believe. For now, we've got to wait to see if it stays. If you need any expertise, let me know. I know a lot of mages. That owe me favors. If you, as well as I know a few that have recently advanced the field of portable magic containment.
We do just that. Thanks. Let me call my marshals to give the orders to. Make sure all the judges are safe until get the magic circles around. On the fence, I find no one's going to visit their chambers. Until the magic circles are set up. Anything else I need to know?
I recommend if you can convince Congress, get you more funding for magic for magic crimes because they're becoming more common. And there's only so many of me, and he references himself, out there to counter the magic users.
Trust me, I've been trying to get a word. I've been trying to get a specific task force dedicated to magic users for the longest time now. Other than this, and it says, well, other than the 5, we don't need more magic users.
Out of magic users you need is N+1, with N equaling the number of magic users you currently have. Magic is one of the most complex forces out there.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll try Bud Congress again. Jesus Christ. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I guess we're going to start leaving at this point. We'll find out. I'm assuming we'll find out soon enough that that a higher appeals court has stayed the mistrial for now.
Soon enough, but I guess you're obviously you're going back, right?
Yeah, we're flying back. We don't want to be in DC. we might become corrupt
Yes.
by osmosis.
Exactly.
Oh boy! And as you're flying off, you actually see the lawyer looking at you, looking up at you, and just giving a salute.
I give him the elven equivalent of the middle finger. That's why.
and John King walks off. anyway, you land back at the castle.
Yep. So for now,
just in time because the scans are completed.
Yay! Okay. So, time to go over the fingerprints. Try to narrow down our suspects. I'm going to guess probably insight or perception to try and figure that one out, or would there be some other skill you'd need for that?
Insight, perception, or whatever the highest.
Insight or perception. Alright. Alright. I give 20 files to Geo. I give 20 files to Pyra. I give 20 files to 25 files total to Cadence, and then keep the final 25 on myself.
Yep.
All right, boys. Let's break
I
out
guess
that.
I guess in this case, all of you were insight checks.
Let's bring out that pot of coffee.
I also do have the staff of the base to help us all out.
Yes. Yes, please.
I'm assuming it's what, a automatic +2 or higher.
Yeah.
Just let you know what the number is.
Okay, so 24.
Everyone roll it.
I rolled. I got a 24. Apparently, Cadence is the weakest at insight.
She has none. Perception? Nope, nothing there either.
Yep.
Investigation?
You can roll investigation.
Because she at least has a +3 for that.
Yep.
And
I'll take over her pile of files.
All you things look alike.
We'll give her a yo-yo.
anyway,
Wait, does a little drone do it?
all right, Jill, you actually okay?
Yes, apparently the drone can do it.
Well, it's a drone.
Oh wow!
so-
Actually, my perception is actually much higher. So add 8 to that for the instead for perception. So we would have gotten a 30 for perception.
all right, so DedSec, you look at DedSec and Seawall says I give you bonus for
Well, technically, the
for
staff can also help out Pyre, so he rolled the same as DedSec, I think, and the drone. So
All right.
Yeah.
All of you look. Those of five that knows one name sticking out. Alexander Xavier Smith. Well, if you don't remember, it's the chief of police.
he's a cop. He should know better than to leave his fingerprints behind.
Were there any spatterings of donuts on this stuff?
No, but you took at the news and about 4 more ex-drug dealers have been assassinated. 2 of them, their heads cut off.
Yeah, Mexican cartel style.
And 2 of them just ripped in half.
Mexican cartel style.
I was going to say African warlord style, but that works too.
Oh, right, if it was Mexican cartel style, it would be the necktie.
That's Colombian.
Funny you say that. The last one was necktie.
Okay, so that one was Colombian.
Yeah.
God, the drone theoretically could have gotten the best roll. God, that was embarrassing. Okay, Chief of Police. We've now identified who he is. He was arrested, you said, right?
No, he was basically demoted back down to the lowest level possible. I'm surprised he wasn't just straight up fired.
Like he's the mode to beat cop again. But even though he ran street department, they declare it wasn't enough to get him outright fired.
Should I try and look throughout the entire city to see if he's at some black site or something? Considering how corrupt he is, he probably has a few of those.
Well, you could look around.
Alright. Camera hopping, here we go. Katie's going to give a hand. 36, 38.
Ooh, nice. You don't see anything. You don't see him in any traditional black sites, but you see like a shout. You see a shout in an old black site, like 19, like black site that was used in the 1980s.
Okay, and you know like what a black site is, right? Basically, it's where corrupt police bring people to torture for
technically speaking, black site is an off-the-books location that an organization uses for questionable operations or ones that need a certain amount of deniability.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of too.
Yep. I mean, legally speaking, my place is a black site.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't use torture.
No.
Just, leaving people isolated in cells for 6 months at a time.
That's correct. We don't use torture. And then DedSec has a flashback of, oh yeah, I had the entire series of Teletubbies on that disc.
Oh, that's evil. Next thing you know, I'm going to upgrade to Caillou.
I was going to pretend I did not remember that. So we can keep on the side of the torture. As long as the music's not playing over the speakers. And it's not. Thus, I have plausible deniability.
Oh boy.
Okay, so can I determine roughly where this location is? This black site?
So you can find the streets or anything for that.
Okay, like turning the camera, can I see a street sign or at the corner of such and such or can I see, or does the camera not move?
The camera doesn't move, unfortunately.
Okay, can it zoom in and out?
Yeah.
Right. Is it at least at an angle where it can see a sign, like street signs?
Yeah, you can find the street sign or two.
All right. Zoom in, zoom, enhance. Can I see where at least what street it's on and the corner of?
About here.
A quick refresh my memory. What exactly was this blue thing here? Is that the bar?
Oh yeah, that was the high class port.
Ah. Okay, so roughly here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I inform everybody where the site is located, and did it show him going into it or leaving?
Leaving.
Okay, and which way does it look like he's moving? Does it look like he's moving this direction, this direction, this direction, that direction?
This direction. As you look at the camera, suddenly you you see an explosion on said black site, and the last thing you see is a head rolling off. As you look at the black site again, you see someone get. Well, what's the best way to describe this? It's like someone get the. It's like someone was tied down and has a and have about. You know those Looney Tunes explosions when someone has a dynamite explosion in their face.
Ah,
That except well, obviously, he. Let's just say let's just say this girl isn't going to shake his off anytime soon,
male or
like
female?
ever.
Do we recognize the head?
What head?
Okay. So what remains of the body, if anything?
You don't recognize it from here. You have to actually investigate
Oh
in
shit! All
person.
right, we gotta move. Gotta move.
Up, 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 up.
Yep. Jetpack.
You arrive just before the police do.
Okay.
I'll set up cordon using walls, and we're gonna start breaking the scene down. I'll toss. I guess Pyre. Here's my digital camera. Start taking pictures.
Okay.
All right. Me, Cadence, and the little drone. We're gonna at least try and hover above the building, like try and see what we can see, while sending the little drone into small areas. So the drone can do drone things. Spy and record. Like as far as like the damage to the building goes, like are there like areas that it's really only big enough for the drone to get into, or are they a bit more open?
A mix of both.
All right, so gonna send the drone into the areas where it's just too small for us to get into, and try and get some recordings. See what it can find. You want me to do a perception check for the drone, or?
No, I know it's no the drone's going to be fine for now since it's obvious what happened.
Yep. Also, the body, like, where is it, roughly speaking? What remains of it, at least, anyway.
As you walk into the room, you see a body tied into the bed in the middle of the room.
Okay. Head's basically gotten blown off. By chance, is the body wearing clothing?
Yep.
Can I tell, like, based on the body, if it's male or female?
It's a female.
Does the clothing look familiar?
It's not only like one quick computer database. It seems like it's a leader of a drug cartel.
Okay, so it's more like a uniform that they were wearing instead of just clothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was the boss.
Oof. Oh. It's another drug dealer dead. Takes a picture. The drone start taking pictures. Has to get this thing. Actually, before I go any further into the room, I'm just going to quickly check to just switch my visor's view. Switch the light frequencies at which my visor sees, so it'll go through like the infrared, gamma, radio, etc. The various wavelengths, just to see like in case there might be a secondary bomb that didn't go off, that maybe would be triggered by something.
Check. Technology.
35.
You see a secondary bomb by her bed just in case she survived.
Roughly how big a bomb are we talking? Like cherry bomb tied to the neck type level of big, or like hand grenade?
Roughly a landmine.
So we got ourselves a claymore, basically.
Yeah.
Anti-personnel or anti-tank?
Anti-tank.
The head should be vaporized.
This is a secondary bomb.
No, this is a secondary bomb.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can find glass and small bottles of oil and a freaking cloth scattered around what used to be the head.
Oh boy. I'm gonna.
She died from a Molotov cocktail right to the face.
Jesus.
Okay. I'm going to relay that to everybody. So we apparently got like some. Okay, not quite a kingpin, but definitely somebody high on the chain of command for the drug dealers. She apparently got Molotoved into the face, which apparently is what killed her. Also, she apparently has an AT mine right by her.
Need me to go ordnance disposal on it?
Yep. If you wouldn't mind.
I'll float down there and I'll do my standard, gingerly lift up that chunk of earth and then start putting the strongest stone I can around it with a nice little hole at the top. And we're going to float this outside where, I think you got the highest roll there, DedSec, to defuse it.
Yeah.
So
this is going to suck. Okay. Well, I'm assuming we're probably high in the air.
Yeah, we're floating high in the air, and I've made a little platform for you. So basically, there's like a crystal sheet that you can see through, and you got and 2 holes for your arms.
Okay. Cadence, look through the drone and try and see if there's something at an angle I'm not seeing. Oh, let this be a good roll. Let this be a good roll. A T-31?
You just get good enough to disarm the bomb.
Okay. And then I very carefully remove my arms from around the explosive. Very carefully make sure nothing lands on it. I signal to... could you maybe add like a little inch or so of like something on top so nothing lands on the mine?
He'll make basically equivalent to like a grate of stone.
Yeah.
So if it still explodes, it goes up.
Yep. Okay, there we go. Bomb deactivated.
No, if we got less than 30, it's going to explode. So yeah.
Bomb deactivated. Counter-terrorists win.
At this point, the police arrive. The police arrive. Oh, what the hell happened here?
They see us. They see me in the equivalent of like a stone bomb suit, slowly lowering down like a half stone sphere thing onto the ground.
What in the hell's going on?
Like sweating DedSec in the corner.
Yeah.
All right, will you tell me what the hell's going on?
Bomb defusal, securing a murder scene.
Well, I can see that. What the hell happened to this Oh, damn. It's one of the highest drug runs in the city.
Keyword was...
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if they arrest him or thank him. Or her, or whatever.
We think it's the former chief of police. Found a partial fingerprint at one of the sites.
Really?
Hands over manila envelope with our findings.
Wow. I mean, back in the day, he used to be a vigilante, but they mostly promoted him just so to stop the vigilantism. At least that's why, or at least that's what I heard.
Of the ex-criminals, were any of them like guys that legitimately turned their life around and were doing pretty decent?
Yeah, one started a business and has a family and everything.
Yeah, and he was what? And I'm going to quickly look through the marks. Was he one of the ones ripped in half?
Oh yeah. I
So
I had to deliver the bad news to the family.
so just because he took out this person in a fairly brutal way, I mean, Molotov to the face. I've seen deadly duels between pyromancers, and they don't get that bad.
Yeah, back in the day, if you send the Axeman at anything, you'd be sure you're gonna get a bloodbath.
Well, I recommend you tell us where he is so we can contain him.
I would love to, but that's the problem. The reason he got away with it so badly back in the day because he always shifts sites every time to the point where the old chief of police just said fuck it.
Crap.
And since he has no family, uh, and then a bunch of hookies he screws all night. Like, I wish I could tell you, I wish I could tell you anything else, but
Not much else is there. There really isn't that much else, is there?
fortunately, no. I'll, I'll, I'll tell, I'll tell the sergeant in charge to keep an eye on him, but we're gonna need immediately. We're gonna need your help. If you can find any clues of where he might hang out or what site he's hiding at, let me know.
Will do.
And if that the if that the police investigation will officially begins.
You might call in like for 5 minutes. Just gonna make some tea.
No problem.
Oh yeah, I have to get some lunch myself. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Guess we'll wait for what you call it to arrive before we continue.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. As you walk through the streets again, maybe all insight checks. To see which ones you notice is something.
I miss it.
Insight.
Damn. I'll give that's like this with Candace's bonus. So Desek, you barely notice that the street Smith was walking through last time has a very old sign that points to a train station.
I point to the sign to the train station.
Yeah.
All right, so at least from before the camera,
Say again?
before the explosion, it looked like he was walking kind of in that direction towards that sign.
Yeah.
All right. As let's head to the train station. I suspect our little beat cop is there. I just want to have a conversation with him. And I start heading to the train station.
Alright, do you boys follow him?
Yeah.
Alright. You go down to the train station. The train station is old, musty. It seems like it hasn't been used in years. And yet as you look around, you actually see one German standing by and a train getting ready to pull up.
Huh. Start rushing towards where the train is, or at least where it's going to be pulling up.
All right, the German just walks. The German just goes inside once the train door is open.
How far away from the train? How far away are we from the train?
Probably a good 10 feet.
Jump into the open door.
I'm going to try to follow him.
Am I the only one that went into the train? Oh God, I think I'm the only one that went into the train.
Oh, this is going to be.
I'll be following you. I not jump into an unknown train. This was
follow you.
an abandoned train station.
It's like an abandoned train station.
So you're the one that actually went physically into the train. Okay. You see a gentleman sitting down and like, I want to thank you. No, I'll thank you.
For?
Bust me bound to big cop against the best thing that ever happened to me. I had to deal with paperwork and Karens and all kinds of stuff. I just gonna go out there and and commit justice.
You're the one that blew up that black site, weren't you?
I admit I did. Just to send a message that I'm back.
To who specifically? Because I get the feeling it wasn't meant to be aimed at us directly.
Oh no, to all the low-life criminal scum who thought they could get away with it, not that I've been stuck behind a desk for all these years.
By low lives, I'm guessing you mean like the other cops, the
Other
drug
cops,
dealers.
rapists, murderers, killers. Just if I'm on your radar? Well, I
There
will
are some
say...
questions that we do need to ask of you, though.
Say again?
There are some questions that we are going to need to ask of you.
Go ahead. My stop isn't for a couple miles. And it looks like you didn't bring your friends with you, so I assume you're not coming for a fight.
Correct. What exactly do you know about the current drug that's being pushed? One that basically creates wishes.
Oh, that nasty stuff.
Yeah.
I was trying to investigate to find some drug dealers that may or may not know about it.
The ones that got like the Colombian necktie and ripped in half.
Well, they're still drug dealers. I'm not exactly gonna let them go to commit to still peddle drugs.
The Frank Castle method.
Fan of the Punisher. I knew one of you had some good taste.
Yep. So basically, you've been investigating the dealers that at least have some contact with that stuff.
Yep.
And don't suppose you happen to have gotten any more information as to, like, who the head honchos are, the ones who are actively pushing it and making it, because outside of Diamond Star, which, let's be honest, she's still doing her hypnosis bullshit.
The Diamond Star case. That is completely separate, but trust me, if it wasn't for her hiding ability, I would rip her half as well as her douchebag lawyer.
So she's just more or less a pure coincidence right now.
Yeah, I figured with Outlaws chasing on the drug train, her lawyer find the time to strike. I heard she's trying to get acquitted for some odd reason.
Yeah, we may have put a little wrench in that plan. Also getting it to the superior courts to keep this thing going to acquittal.
Good.
Yeah, like judge tampering and whatnot. Yeah, that stuff doesn't exactly do well for you. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Unfortunately, the only thing I found was most disturbing and frankly shows why I failed to be a chief of police and puts down air quotes.
What did you find?
That specialized SWAT team is at the top of this drug kingpin.
So they're like the bodyguards, the pushers.
The freaking kingpins themselves. Unfortunately, when I find this out, I try to hurry my investigation, but they're with less fight than even I did. I thought I knew all the black sites in the city, but apparently they have some of their own.
Not surprising. Can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm actually placing some trust in you. And I'm going to take out a flip phone. A BlackBerry flip phone. This thing's been encrypted to hell and back. it is only capable of dialing one number. The number is call now. Well, that's what's under the contact list. If you get any more information, contact that number and relay it. I get the feeling that we're probably going to be working together a bit on this. How long that will last, I don't know. Because right now, our big problem are the pushers and getting that shit off the street.
It looks like we'll have an interesting friendship.
Yeah.
I guess with that,
And then hand him the BlackBerry flip phone.
with that, he waves at the train driver, and you stop at the next stop. And they stop at the next stop. Excuse me, no offense. I would like to keep my location very secret, if you know what I mean.
All right, so stay on the train for another round trip somewhere. Got it.
No, he's actually going to kick you off the train at the next stop, and then
Oh, okay.
and then it's going to continue on.
All right, I misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah.
All right, I get off at the station. Like as far as stations go,
It's another abandoned station.
Okay, so is it kind of like a Grand Central Station level big station, or kind of like one of those like you see like a train tracks, you see like a bench and whatnot, and maybe a building.
The bench station.
Okay, so bench station. All right.
Yeah.
And I get out there. I wait for the train to leave.
He
fly away.
He tips his hat to you, and the train rolls off.
All right.
Departs unknown.
And I'm going to turn on whatever you call those, the communication bits, earphones, earbuds, whatever you want to call them. Well, I think I got ourselves a ally, quote unquote, in this. Hello?
See launching.
Oh, sorry. That was away for a moment there. What you need?
Well, made contact with Smith. Apparently, he's going on Frank Castle against the pushers. Apparently, a specialized SWAT team that's meant to deal with this stuff. Look at kingpins that are involved in pushing this stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. I did provide him a very heavily locked down phone that if he gives me more information, he'll be able to contact us.
Can you convince him to calm down on the very brutal killing?
I convinced him to stop with blowing up and ripping people in half, so at the very least, I think that's progress. So it's less brutal. But apparently the whole Diamond Star thing, at least from what he could tell, nothing to do with the drugs. It's just its own separate thing. With the hypno bitch being hypno bitch. Well, I'm sure what else. Might as well head back to base. At least wait for a call from him, and at least try and see what else we can find. Also, a quick question, Ty.
Answer.
All right. Now, you obviously can see the train tracks, right?
Yeah, the train tracks are still active.
Yeah. Like, if we were to get, say, like a Google Maps view of like the train tracks, we could more or less follow it to the various stations it might stop at, right?
If you find the saved old maps, then you could find the old train tracks. Yeah.
I feel like that might require us to get to the archives of the city.
I was going to say, we can just go to the archives.
Yep. Well, shall we head to the archives?
Yep.
Alright, off to your guys to go. Librarian's like, look, how can I help you? In that hippie voice. I don't know how to do hippie, sorry.
Far out, dude.
Thank
Come on, man, it's not that hard, bro.
Yeah, probably an odd request for you, but I don't suppose you happen to have like a microfiche that shows the old train route, do you?
The old train route, dude?
Yeah,
What
it's
did-
probably gonna be probably on microfiche film. Unfortunately, that's how old this stuff is.
Why'd you want that?
Research.
One of those university professors or lab assistants doing research paper, right? I remember
Yes.
my time in college.
Look at this guy. Does it really look like he probably is remembering that, or is he just like maybe remembering a fever dream?
No, I was remembering that. Mostly because he's probably high the entire time. Like, okay. The train charge has been changed since 1990. So I guess here it goes, 1988. And hands with the microfilm.
Alrighty. So I then go to one of the microfiche projectors, and I'm probably going to be spending quite a bit of time going through that to get to the maps that I'm looking for. And when I find the maps, I'll just be taking photos of them.
Alright, does anyone do anything while the maps are being scanned through?
I'm just taking pictures of the map. I'm not trying to do anything that puts it over a wireless signal outside of taking pictures of it.
Of course.
Yep. So I guess while I'm doing that, what are you guys doing?
Let's see.
Do you guys remember how hard it was working with microfiche?
I mean, it's not that we got a copy of it, right?
And taking photos of all like the maps that the film has.
Yeah, I've got my digital camera on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna obviously return the film back to the guy.
You know,
Oh yeah,
the copy-
he's not that high. He's going to say, hey, stop.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Pretty much.
So I guess once we're completed with that, we get like the photos of the tracks, like from front to back of the film, microfilm. I give it back. Thanks.
Hey, no problem. Let me know where you're getting your paper. We'll smoke something to celebrate.
Thanks.
I heard there's some new drug out there, some wish fulfillment drug. I want to try that one. I want to see if I could try that.
Stay away from it.
But why?
Magical wishes often become monkey paws very quickly.
You're no fun.
Plus, it might literally interpret your wish and somehow make you not like this stuff anymore.
Oh, really? That's lame. Alright, I guess you're one, old fogey.
Yep. Best keep going with that good old-fashioned American wacky tobacco.
Yeah,
And I give a thumbs up.
yeah. The good old US of A. Obviously he's high, but sentient enough to actually do his job.
Yep. All right, have a good one, Woodstock.
How do you know my name? my parents named me that after some Peanuts cartoon.
Pointing to like a bunch of records behind him that were like, Pink Floyd's and stuff,
Of course.
and like probably like a roll behind his ear.
Of course.
It's the closest. It's the first thing that popped into my head.
like
Yeah, have a good one.
Wearing a Max Striker T-shirt.
Yep.
Anyway, you got your films.
All right. Guess we head back to the lab, put these together, and get an idea of like what exactly these routes could be. Probably want to try and compare it to current day routes, see how much is deviated from.
I guess all of you have to roll
Yep.
insider investigation checks.
Oops.
Oh damn! Seawall and Jimpan?
Still here. Sorry. You need an insight check.
Insider investigation.
Basically, it's like comparing
Understand.
To try to figure out where's the person at.
basically just going over like putting together the tracks, get an idea of the routes, and then comparing it with current day maps. Just to see any
All right. Geo and Pyro, you look at the maps, and while the maps are very old and none of the train stations supposedly work anymore. Obviously they do. There only there's two train stops that can actually go to repair the train, and that'll be over here by the stadium, and way over here by the tower building.
So those are potential stations that he could have stopped at.
To repair the train, yeah. So you might you might catch the train. You might catch him or the person who runs the train there.
I get the feeling I didn't really get a good look at the train conductor.
Nope, but I'll give you a free one. Think about it. There's only one person that can. That means the train conductor just has to be either old or someone that knows the old tracks.
So we're possibly dealing with an octogenarian, at least.
Yeah.
Well,
plus I'll give you one more free one. When you look at the train conductor real quick, you can see elven ears on him, so at least he knows he's at least old enough to run the trains by himself.
Yep. All right. I described the conductor as best I can. We got ourselves an old elf, and at least two potential avenues of where he could be stopping is by the stadium or by the tower. This is okay. Problem is actually. So hang on, like those are two potential exits. Where was the station that originally we got on that I got onto and I got off at? Right, so that's where I got in.
From here, and golf about, and golf about here.
All right. So it goes right there, probably down to there, and back to there, and back to the start. All right. And at least that I know where those are. All right. Okay, so when I get back to base, I'll start doing some camera hopping around those areas to see if I can find a building that would match an old station.
All right, camera hop will go.
27.
Notice that the train is pulling up around here.
Enough?
Say again?
Not enough?
No, I said the train's pulling up around here.
Okay, so the train is pulling up there.
Yeah, to get repairs.
All right. Okay, so is it pulling up there, or is it already there?
Pulling up.
All right. Just gonna keep an eye out. See, like, if the door is open.
Doors do open, only the conductor steps out.
All right.
And starts to single-handedly starts to repair the train.
All right. I take a quick photo of the elf in question.
Like olden elf, bald hair with, bald on the top with long hair, all long hair in the back.
Yep.
Like pretty much a master smith who converted to taking care and conducting a train for one person.
There's got to be more people than just that guy working on this thing.
You look and you see only one person working on this thing, and a bunch of old golems to help with the heavy lifting.
Okay, golems. That makes sense.
As you can see, the less people know about the activities, the better. So he's pretty much the only partner he has. Well, the only
Okay. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect from that camera and then try and connect to the camera up here by the tower. Do you need me to roll another tech check?
Yep.
25.
You see Old Smith walk. You see Old Smith walking away, and I guess into another black site somewhere.
I'm about to witness another explosion, aren't I? Like
you know
roughly, where
that
is it?
the black site is a lot more heavily fortified, so probably not. Chances are it's probably one. Chances are it might be one of his home bases.
Mm-hmm. Where is that located?
In the backyard about right here.
Okay, making note of that. Now, just going to have it play, just so we can see what's going on. Does anything happen with the black site?
Nope, he walks in. Walks in.
Is there any audio that's coming through, or no?
Just some typing on keyboard, some drawings and old computer files, and old computer active. Like you can actually hear a 32K modem activated.
Oof. Old school. There's the friggin' phone lines.
Yep, he is definitely trying. Yep, he's staying off the grid.
I can respect that. So this is probably his home base. Going to save this camera's. I'm not sure how you do that effectively, but like save it so that way I could just reopen up that specific camera whenever I want. If that makes any sense.
All right.
I'm just trying. Let's try doing that. Check. Do I basically make a good bookmark of this camera so I could just activate it whenever? I think with a 38, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
As a side note, the martial arts stores are very tired because apparently, saying golems the hardest difficulty beat their asses.
What?
As it's to say the golems are hardest difficulty for martial arts training, pretty much is a challenge.
Yep. Okay.
But it's to learn elven martial arts.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to inform my companions that, all right, so it looks like this is where Smith's home base is. He's definitely doing what he can to stay off the grid. I have this set up, so all you have to do is just click on this icon, and you'll just automatically get connected to that camera. At the moment, though, if only just to build some sort of sign of trust, I do not think we should go to that site. Any disagreements? No? Okay. Well, so we've agreed.
Still, sorry. Sorry, I'm a little tired today.
Okay, so why don't we just call it like in a minute or so?
Yeah, I guess we'll call it for now.
Okay, so basically, we figured out where Smith's probably his home base is located. I basically created an icon on the computer here so anyone could just look at it, and I'm suggesting that in order to at least show some sign of trust and hopefully gain some information from him, that we do not go to his site unless he specifically tells us to.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of, his whole brutal execution method.
At the same time, information against these things.
We'll have to let it go for now.
Oh, we can deal with that afterwards, no problem. We're going to do it definitely after. Alrighty then. Seemed like a good spot to stop.
Yeah. And last thing you've seen is a conductor watching a baseball game from a seat in the other train station site. As we fade for night.
Okay.
And you all receive 20 PowerPoints. As promised.
20 PowerPoints. Okay.
I guess I'll kill OBS for the night. What's
Yep.
it?
There, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Good night.
Good night.